students, now we'll continue the problems on probability. So far we have completed 27 problems on probability. Hope you have watched all the earlier problems. In between, if you joined, you cannot be able to understand. So in order to get the complete command, you have to watch from the beginning. Then only you can be able to understand the complete topic of probability. And I told you probability is a tough subject. Hope everybody have got the hard copy printout of the problems which are given in the link under my description. So please keep ready the problems and then watch the video on problems. Now we'll start the 28th problem. See the 28th problem. A can solve 80% of problems given in statistics books, while B can solve 60%. Two students are there, suppose A and B. There is 80% chance that A can solve the problem. 80% chance that Mr. A can solve the problem of statistics. Whereas the same problem, Mr. B, the probability of solving the problem is 60%. So we will first of all denote A is the event that the problem will be solved by Mr. A. And B is the event that the probability that the problem will be solved by Mr. B. What is the probability that at least one of them will solve a problem selected at random? What is the probability that at least one of them, either A or B, will solve the problem? Will solve the problem. Suppose if we treat A as the event that problem solved by Mr. A and B the event that problem will be solved by Mr. B, then A and B are not mutually exclusive, because it may happen that both can also simultaneously solve the problem. म्यूचुअली एक्सक्लूसिव का मतलब ये होता है कि A सॉल्व करा तो B कभी सॉल्व नहीं कर सकता, अगर B सॉल्व करा तो A सॉल्व नहीं कर सकता, इसको म्यूचुअली एक्सक्लूसिव कहते हैं. लेकिन इन आवर केस इट इज नॉट म्यूचुअली एक्सक्लूसिव. इट मे वेरी वेल हैपन that both of them can simultaneously solve the problem. So the events are called not mutually exclusive. Events are called not mutually exclusive. In this case, we want the probability that the problem will be solved by at least once. At least one का मतलब either A or B. What is the probability that the problem will be solved either by A or by B? So we apply addition theorem. P of A or B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A and B. अगर not mutually exclusive है तो minus P of A and B we have to attach. अगर mutually exclusive अगर है तो P of A or B is equal to P of A plus P of B. These are the formulas we are applying. So before applying the OR formula, we have to see whether the events are mutually exclusive or not mutually exclusive. Now see carefully. A is equal to event that the problem is solved by Mr. A. And B is the event that the problem is solved by Mr. B. A and B event that the problem is solved by both A and B. का मतलब ये होता है the problem will be solved by both the students, A as well as B. And P of A or B event that the problem will be solved at least one, that is either A or B. Now what is given in the problem? P of A, probability that the problem will be solved by Mr. A, 80%. It is given in the problem, the 0.8. P of B, probability that the problem will be solved by Mr. B, 60%, 0.6. P of A and B, probability that the problem will be solved by both. दोनों भी solve कर लेने की probability क्या है? दोनों A and B. So P of A and B is equal to P of A into P of B. 0.8 into 0.6, 0.48 is the probability that the problem will be solved by both. Now applying the addition theorem. Because the events are not mutually exclusive, so P of A or B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A and B. So P of A 0.8, P of B 0.6, P of A and B minus 0.48. So you get 0.92. So 0.92 is the probability that the problem will be solved by at least one. At least one का मतलब either A or B. The problem will be solved either by A or by B. The probability is 0.92. That's all. Next. Problem number 29. The odds against A solving a problem are 8 to 6 and odds in favor of B solving the same problem is 14 to 10. There is another method of expressing the probability. Probability को show करने का ये भी एक method है. Odd against odd in favor. So if it is given the odd against Mr. A solving the problem is 8 to 6. The odd against A for solving a problem is 8 to 6. That means the first number 8, second number 6. तो पहला जो नंबर रहता वो against में रहता और second number जो है favor में. Because it is given odd against. तो two words may be given, odd against and odd in favor. So you have to see whether it is given odd against or odd in favor. अगर odd against अगर देगा तो first number against का रहेगा, second number favor का रहेगा. अगर odd in favor अगर दिया तो first number favor, second number against. This point you have to remember. So what is the wording given? You have to see, is it odd against, odd in favor? So in our problem, the first line it is given, the odd against A. The odd against A, solving a problem, are 8 to 6. तो against A दे रहा, तो इसका मतलब पहला नंबर जो 8 है वो against है और दूसरा नंबर जो 6 है वो favor है. तो दोनों को ऐड कर दो, 8 plus 6 14. तो 8 by 14, 6 by 14. तो not solve, against का मतलब not solving, favor का मतलब solving. तो what is the probability that Mr. A solve the problem? 6 by 14. Second number solving का है, first number not solving का है क्योंकि against है. Against का मतलब not solving, favor का मतलब solving. तो पहला नंबर not solving है, against का है, दूसरा नंबर favoring का है, favor का मतलब solving. So the probability that Mr. A will solve the problem is 6 by 14. Probability that the problem will not be solved by Mr. A is 8 by 14. Second one is, and in favor of B solving the same problem. In favor of B. तो पहले A के लिए against दिया था और B के लिए favor दे रहा. Favor दिया तो पहला नंबर favor का है, दूसरा नंबर against का है. Favor का मतलब solving, against means not solving. So here it is given, solving the same problem are 14 to 10. तो पहला 14 है ये favor में, favor का मतलब solving. तो 14 by 24. 14 by 24 is the probability that Mr. B will solve the problem. And 10 by 24 is the probability that Mr. B will not solve the problem. What is the probability that if both of them try, it will be solved? What is the probability that if both of them will try the problem will be solved? The problem will be solved if it is solved either by A or by B. दो में से कोई एक भी अगर solve कर लिया तो problem solve हो गया. So we have to find out what is the probability that the problem is solved either by A or by B. A or B मालूम करना है. तो can the problem be solved by both? Yes, of course. There is a chance that the problem will be solved by both also. So the events A and B are not mutually exclusive because simultaneously A and B can also happen. A और B दोनों भी एक साथ भी solve कर सकते. तो events are not mutually exclusive. So first of all, I'll write down A is equal to event that the problem will be solved by A, Mr. A, and B is the event that the problem will be solved by Mr. B. A and B event that the problem will be solved by both, and A or B event that any one of them will solve the problem, that is A or B. ये events notations में ले लिए. Now we'll substitute in the formulas given, information given. So we are given P of A, probability that A will solve the problem. Again I repeat क्योंकि बिल्कुल different type का problem है. Expressing the probability in a different way. कौन सा different way है? Against, favor. Odd against, odd in favor. ये दो वर्डिंग देता है. तो ये दो वर्डिंग से आपको आइडेंटिफाई करना है कि प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या है. तो A के लिए दिया, the odds against A solving a problem are 8 to 6. Odd against A solving the problem is 8 to 6. तो पहला नंबर 8 against का है, दूसरा नंबर 6 favor का है. So 6 by 14 is the probability that Mr. A will solve the problem. P of A is equal to 6 by 14. Similarly for B, odds in favor of B, solving the problem are 14 to 10. ऑड्स इन फेवर बोल रहा हूं मैं। जब फेवर कह रहा है तो पहला नंबर फेवर का है, दूसरा नंबर अगेंस्ट का है। फर्स्ट नंबर क्या है 14, ये फेवर का है, सॉल्विंग का है, तो 14/24। द प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट बी विल सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम इज 14/24। हियर यू कैन सी 14/24। P of A and B, probability that both of them will solve the problem, P of A into P of B. P of A 6/14 into 14/24. 14 will get cancelled, 6/24. 6 1s are 6, 6 4s are 24, 1/4. So 1/4 is the probability that the problem will be solved by both. दोनों भी solve करने के chances 1/4. P of A or B, how much? The events are not mutually exclusive. Applying addition theorem, P of A or B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A and B. तो P of A 6/14, P of B 14/24, P of A and B 1/4. अब ये तीनों का अगर एलसीएम लेंगे तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कैंसिल करके सिंप्लीफाई करके छोटा कर देंगे वैल्यूज को। 2 3s are 6, 2 7s are 14, 2 7s are 14, 2 12s are 24 minus 1/4। इसको सिंप्लीफाई कर दिए कैलकुलेशंस और इजी होने के लिए। अब डिनोमिनेटर 7 12 4, अगर एलसीएम ले लेंगे इसको मल्टीप्लाई करो 7 into 12 into 4 you will get 336। 336. Now 7 how many times cuts 336? So 336 divided by 7. I'll tell you. 336 divided by 7. 336 divided by 7. You are getting 48. 48 into 3. 48 into 3 is equal to 144. You can see 144. उसी तरह 12 how many times cuts 36? So 36 divided by 12. 336 divided by 12. You are getting 28. Multiply 28 into 7. 196. So plus 196. Minus 4 how many times cuts 336? So 336 divided by 4 you are getting 84. 84 into 1 is 84. So 144 plus 196 minus 84 you are going to get 256/336. अगर इसको सिंप्लीफाई करें 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 8s are 16, 128। 2 से अगर कैंसिल करें तो 128। डिनोमिनेटर को 2 से 2 1s are 2, 2 1s are 2, 2 8s are 16। तो 2 1s are 2, 2 6s are 12, 2 8s are 16, 168। Then 2 6s are 12, 2 2s are 4, 2 8s are 16, 2 4s are 8। Then 32/42, 16/21. The probability that the problem will be solved either by A or B is 16/21. So finally it is asking you what is the probability that the problem will be solved. The problem will be solved when either A solved it or by B solved it. दो में से कोई एक solve करना, that is P of A or B, and that you got 16/21. Next, problem number 30. See the 30th problem. A speaks the truth 75% of cases and B in 80% of cases. So whenever A speaks something, there is a probability that 75% he will speak the truth and 25% he will not speak the truth. It will be false. Whereas B, it is 80% cases he will tell the truth and 20% cases he will not tell the truth, false. Then find the percentage of cases in which they are likely to contradict each other in stating the same fact. एक सेम फैक्ट है, उसको जब एक्सप्रेसिंग करेंगे तो what is the possibility percentage of times they will contradict with each other. Contradict का मतलब opposite, यानी A speaks the truth, B does not speak the truth, और A does not speak the truth, B speaks the truth. इसको कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी कहते हैं, ऑपोजिट। यानी ए सच कह रहा है, बी झूठ कह रहा है, और ए झूठ कह रहा है, बी सच कह रहा है, तो इसको कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी स्टेटमेंट्स कहते हैं। तो यहां पर मालूम ये करना व्हाट इज द परसेंटेज ऑफ टाइम्स वेयर इन विच बोथ ए एंड बी विल कॉन्ट्राडिक्ट विथ ईच अदर इन एक्सप्रेसिंग द ट्रूथ, in expressing the truth. So first of all, we'll write the information in a notational form. Let us denote even. Even to that A speaks the truth. Even is the symbol which we uses to express that A speaks the truth. Then even bar, we'll put a bar. Even bar, even that A does not speak truth. तो जब E1 को ट्रूथ ले लिए तो E बार 1 को नॉट, ही इज नॉट स्पीकिंग ट्रूथ, फॉल्स, ही इज स्पीकिंग फॉल्स, लाई। इसी तरह E2 is equal to event that B speaks the truth and E bar 2 is equal to event that B does not speak the truth. We have given a symbol. E1 truth, E bar 1. E1 is truth by A, E bar 1 not truth by A. उसी तरह E2 truth by B, E bar 2 not truth by B. We have given the notation and we are given E1, P of E1, probability of E1. What is E1? A speaks the truth. What is the probability that A speaks the truth is given in the problem 75%. 75% का मतलब 75 by 100. अगर इसको सिंप्लीफाई करें तो 25 3 times, 25 4 times. 25 3 is 75, 25 4 is 100, 3 by 4. तो सिंपली वी आर कन्वर्टिंग द परसेंटेज इनटू फ्रैक्शन। तो 75% बोलने के बजाय 3/4 भी कहो, वही मतलब होता है। उसी तरह P of E bar, E bar 1, E bar 1 का मतलब 1 में से 3/4 निकाला। 75% he is saying the truth, तो 25% he is not saying the truth। जब 75% उन्हें ट्रूथ कह रहा है तो 100 में से 75 निकाल दो, 25 बचेंगे, तो 25% is not speaking the truth. In other words, 3/4 is the probability that Mr. A speaks the truth. तो 1 में से 3/4 निकाल दो, 1 minus 3/4 you will get 1/4. तो 1/4 is the probability that A does not speak the truth. A will lie. So here P of E bar 1 is equal to 1/4. Similarly, P of E2, what is the probability that B speaks the truth? It is given in the problem 80%. तो 80 by 100, 8 by 10. तो 2 4s are 8, 2 5s are 10, 4/5. तो 4/5 is the probability that Mr. B speaks the truth. जब 4/5 उन्हें truth speak कर रहा, तो how much he is not speaking the truth? 1 minus 4/5. 1 minus 4/5 is 1/5. तो P of E bar 2 is equal to 1 minus 4/5, 1/5. तो जो इंफॉर्मेशन प्रॉब्लम में दिया था उसको, that information we have converted into symbolic form in symbols. P of E1, P of E bar E1, E bar E1 bar, E1 bar. Similarly, probability of E2, probability of E2 bar we have calculated. Probability that both will contradict with each other, this can happen in the following two cases. Contradict का मतलब opposite होना, उल्टा जाना। A speaks the truth, B does not speak the truth. A does not speak the truth, B speaks the truth. इसको contradictory कहते हैं। तो contradictory verdict कब आएगा? In the following two cases. दो cases है जहां पर दोनों के conclusions contradictory होंगे. The conclusions made by A and B will be contradictory in the following two cases. What are the two cases? Case 1, probability that A speaks the truth into probability that B does not speak the truth. यानी A ट्रूथ कह रहा और B ट्रूथ नहीं कह रहा। एक केस, पहला केस कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी हो गया। इन केस 1 A speaks the truth, B does not speak the truth, कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी होगा। सेकेंड केस क्या होगा? प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट A does not speak the truth whereas B speaks the truth. तो ये दो केसेस है जहां पर दोनों के स्टेटमेंट्स कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी हो सकते। तो व्हाट इज द प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ केस 1? Probability of case 1, probability that A speaks the truth. What is the probability of A speaking the truth? 3/4 into probability that B speaks the truth. Probability that B does not speak the truth. Case 1 में probability that A speaks the truth we have written 3/4. Probability that B does not speak the truth 1/5. तो 3/4 into 1/5, 3/20. तो 3/20 is the probability of case 1. Where A speaks the truth, B does not speak the truth. दोनों को multiply करो, 3/20 is the probability of case 1. Now case 2. Case 2 में क्या हो रहा? Probability that A does not speak the truth. What is the probability A does not speak the truth? 1/4. 1/4 is the probability A does not speak the truth, 1/4. Into probability that B speaks the truth. What is the probability of B speaking the truth? 4/5. So 1/4 into 4/5. 4 will get cancelled, 1 by 5. So 1 by 5 is the probability of case 2. Now the two cases are mutually exclusive, so the probability of any one of the cases, अब ये case 1 और case 2 mutually exclusive है. Mutually exclusive का मतलब अगर case 1 होगा तो case 2 नहीं होगा, case 2 हुआ तो case 1 नहीं होगा. Both the cases are mutually exclusive. So in that case, what is the probability of either case 1 or case 2? Either case 1 or case 2. So P of A plus P of B. Probability of case 1 plus probability of case 2. So probability of case 1 3 by 20. Probability of case 2 1 by 5. So 3 by 20 divided plus 1 by 5. LCM 20 ले लिए. So 20 divides 20 one time, 1 3 is a 3. 5 divides 20 4 times. 4 1s are 4. 7 by 20. 0.35. Or 35%. 35% is the probability, percentage chance that the given statement will be expressed contradictory by A and B. एक स्टेटमेंट को दोनों मिलकर कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी बना सकते हैं. कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी का मतलब A speaks the truth, B does not, और A does not and B speaks the truth. इसको कॉन्ट्राडिक्ट. तो कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी वर्डिक्ट आने के चांसेस 35%. 35% चांस के दोनों का वर्डिक्ट कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी हो सकता. That's it. Now we'll come to the next problem, 31st. The odds against a certain event are 5 to 3. Again, just like the previous problem. Odd against, odd in favor. तो against का मतलब opposite है. favor का मतलब है उसके favor में जा रहा है. तो यहां पर odd against देना. Odd against certain event. तो पहला नंबर अगेंस्ट का है, दूसरा नंबर फेवर का है. तो अगेंस्ट का 5 by 8 और फेवर का 3 by 8. एंड द ऑड्स इन फेवर ऑफ अनदर इवेंट, ऑड्स इन फेवर ऑफ अनदर इवेंट आर 2 to 5. इन फेवर देना तो पहला नंबर 2 फेवर का है 2 by 7 और अगेंस्ट का 5 by 7. फाइंड द प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट एटलीस्ट वन ऑफ द इवेंट विल हैपन. तो क्या प्रोबेबिलिटी है कि दो में से कोई एक इवेंट हैपन होगा, ए और बी. तो लेट अस डिनोट P of A. Probability that A event will happen is 3 by 8. And P of B, probability that B event will happen is 2 by 7. Assuming events are not mutually exclusive. Problem में specify नहीं करा कि ये event कौन से event है, mutually exclusive है या not mutually. तो हम यहाँ पर assumption करें कि not mutually exclusive. So P of A and B is equal to P of A into P of B. 3 by 8 into 2 by 7. 6 by 56. So 6 by 56 is the probability that both A and B will happen simultaneously. So applying probability that at least one of the event will happen. दो में से कोई एक event happen होना A और B. तो उसकी probability क्या है? P of A और B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A and B. P of A 3 by 8, P of B 2 by 7 minus P of A and B 6 by 56. LCM अगर 56 ले लिए तो 8 7 times cuts 56. 7 3 is a 21. 7 8 times cuts 56. 8 2 is a 16. 56 1 time cuts 56. 1 into 6 6. 21 plus 16 minus 6 will get 31. 31 by 56 is the probability that at least one of the event will happen. That's it. So this is the end of problem number 31.